Alright, in this live stream, I will be cutting content for a quick video on how to force a flow seed out of your Golder statue. So, I'm gonna get right into it. Get rid of this quest. Alright. What is up, Shivanites and Shivettes? It is I, Shivms the Damned. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I will be showing you how to force spawn a flow seed from your Golder statue. If you're new around here, please like and subscribe for more gaming content. Alright, so once a day this Golder statue over my left shoulder will let you harvest a seed. It can be any seed in the game, but I said we're going to force a flow seed, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, we're going to run back to our box and grab all of the seeds and put them in our inventory, one of each of the normal ones. I put them in my lockbox, that way I could easily grab them out, as I do this quite frequently. Alright. So we have one of each of our seeds in our inventory. Next, we're going to go to our other box, which just found this out the other day. If you hit the touchpad in the center of your controller, you can switch between lockbox and regular. Alright, so now that we have our seeds in our inventory, we are going to go ahead and fill up our inventory with any other item. Doesn't matter what. For the purpose of this video, I will be using fish. You can use plants, you can use worms, doesn't matter. Alright, so our inventory is full. We're going to close out of there, and in our toolbar, we are going to see inventory full. We're going to walk back to our Golder statue and see what it says. It says loot. Now what that means is you already have that seed in your inventory, because it is going, whatever is in your Golder statue is going to stack right on top of these, kind of like these fish do up here. That's not what we want. So we're going to leave our plot. Today, preferably. And once we leave our plot, you can open up World Chat and you can see there, you have joined a new server. That is what you want. If you don't join a new server, just run out here around your friend, dance, whip out the lollipop if you want to. Oh, she knew what was coming. Alright, once you know you're in a new server, run right back into your plot. And the reason I'm doing this video live and then possibly cutting it into a video later is because I lost the content that I'd already recorded for this. Need a bigger hard drive. I cleared out a lot of my game captures. Alright. And we're gonna come back to our plot. Run back to our Golder statue and see what it says this time. Loot. You guessed it, we're gonna leave our plot. So we're gonna leave our plot and come back until we walk up to the Golder statue and it says inventory full. And I'll explain that once we go back in. Join the new server, back in. Now this can be a somewhat tedious process. You can get it on your first time or your 20th time. But you're guaranteed to get a flow seed at least once a day. And we're going to come back to our plot. And we're going to run back to the Golder statue and see what it says. Once I can get through my fences. It says loot. So we're going to leave and come back again. Usually I get this within about 10 tries. And yeah, I'm going to repeat myself every time I come back to camp. Just so I don't really have to layer in any audio later. I can just cut a couple clips and be done with it. Back in we go. And I'm also going to show you and explain why I'm forcing flow seeds. And we're going to come back to our plot. And we're going to run back to the Golder statue and see what it says. It says loot. I don't know how many times I've done that. Alright, so I'm mainly doing this video for Rec. You've seen her floating around. Right now her inventory is full. And she's watching, so she knows how to do this. Alright, hold tight. And I'll show you what to do once you get that. For whoever just joined, I'm cutting content on how to force a flow seed out of your Golder statue. And why I'm doing it, and bear with me, because I will be repeating myself. Once back at our plot, we are going to run back to our Golder statue. Loot. We want that to say inventory full. Back in again. And tell you what, since this is taking a while, y'all want to stick around, I'll show you how to float objects in the air too. Like plushies. Alright, inventory full. That is what we want. That is how we know we have a flow seed. For whoever just joined halfway through, first step is take out one of every seed, put them in your inventory. I recommend putting them in a lockbox so you can easily grab them, and then fill up your inventory entirely with anything else. Walk up to your Golder statue. If it says loot, leave and come back till it says inventory full. Now, as I explained earlier why we're doing this, when it says loot, it is just going to create a stack of one of these seeds over top of what you already have, as you see with the fish. When it says inventory full, we're going to run to our box, discard one item, and make room for that flow seed. So now when we go back, it's going to say loot, we're going to loot it, and we're going to get a flow seed. Boom, there it is, flow acorn. And then you can just run back to your lockbox, put your common seeds back for the next day. You can do this once per day. And I explained this earlier, if you want to go to your normal box instead of walking the extra 3 steps, you can hit the touchpad if you're on PlayStation, and it switches your inventories. So I'm going to put all of these fish back once I scroll the whole way down to the bottom to do so. And then I'll explain why I am doing this once a day. Doesn't have to be fish, like I said in the beginning. You can use whatever you please. I just use fish. Alright, so we got our flow seed. So we're gonna go ahead. I don't think I have any more flow seeds in my inventory. I do not. So I'm gonna take that to my secondary camp. Alright. They did that on purpose so we would hit that all the time. We're gonna go to our secondary camp, which my secondary is the Alchemist Cottage. And we're going to plant that, and then I'm going to show you how to do floating plushie. Alright, so here's some of my flow trees. My ground is for some reason bugged. I can't plant half the places over here, and there is nothing in the way. So we got that down. Alright. Now, my Kitsu dropped me off something. This comes from completing all the temple boards. That bird one came along the way, and this you get from Elderwood. Alright. So what we are doing with all these flow seeds, or all these flow trees, why can't I find them? There they are. I put these in here to get a count. So if you get one a day for 7 days and you plant it, you have 7 trees. Each one of those trees, whenever you water it to maturity, is going to pump out a seed, giving you 14 seeds. Multiplies. We're collecting 100. I'm going to place them on my new lot. I did buy a new plot the other day, and we're going to have a flow tree party, which will skyrocket your foraging or lumberjack skills. We're going to have a cooking party followed by a flow party right after. So that's why we're doing that. Now, to float objects. We're going to grab these wooden things right here. Ramp if we need one. And then if I have enough wood, I'm going to craft this stool. You can use anything. I can't. So we're just going to take this one. Alright. That windmill is annoying with a headset on, so we're just going to walk away from that. How to float items. We're going to place this block down. We are going to place down something so we can climb up to that block. For me, I find that this works best. We are going to run up there. And we're going to place down our base item. Voila. We're going to place down a pillar. And then we are going to enter build mode. Jump in the air, use our glider, and pick up this wooden crate all at the same time, which looks like this. Notice how we still have our tool belt showing down there. We're going to attach this. We'll put her about right there. We're not going to hit X to place it down. We're going to switch to the item we want on top of there. In this case, it's going to be the lantern. Once we get it where we want it again. And we're going to pick up our lantern bug. Try not to grab a hold of anything else in the process. Alright, we got our lantern bug. Now we hit X to place. Pop down. Remove this pillar. And now we are going to grab a hold of that stump. Pick up camping stool. Now how far we drag this from that is going to determine how far away our floating lantern bug is going to be from the stool. So we're going to grab that. Let's give it some distance. Put it about right here so you can see. Boom. Floating lantern bug. Put all this stuff back. Grab our stump. And that lantern bug's just going to come with it. Now how I got this one right here without the stump, Joke's on you. I have the stump inside here. It's hidden. So we're going to do the same thing over here. Say, I want you to see a lantern fly when you come in. So I'm going to put it right there. Boom. Now whenever you come into my camp, you're going to see a lantern bug there. And that's how you do that. So we're going to pick that up. Now, you might have a question. How are you building around your pond? You're going to come over here. I actually already have them. We're going to get these wood pavers. Say, I want to build out towards there. I'm going to enter build mode. I'm going to place down a paver. Right on the edge. And I'm going to follow up with that. That should be good for the purpose of this video. Alright. We're gonna hit L2 and X for group select. And it's gonna allow me to move all of these. So, there we go. We're gonna place that down. Boom. Now from here, I'm going to be able to build anywhere to the left and right of this, but I'm not going to be able to go, I shouldn't be able to go out any further. But yeah, you can build onto it once you're out. Wonder if they changed this. Yeah, you can't pick up anything behind that. So that's what this is over here. I built out and I hid all of these, or in the process of hiding all of these with the ancient bush. So that's pretty much how you do that. And that's all the tricks I have for you right now. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more gaming content. Until next time, Shibums out. So yeah, that's all the tricks I have for you. Feel free to rewind, comb through it. How to float objects, how to force a flow tree, and how to build outside of your plot. I may cut this into a cleaner, regular upload in the future, but if I don't, there it is in a live, uncut, rough video for you. With that said, I'm out of here.